Okay, so I'm here to tell you my experience. First time being on a cruise and first time going on Carnival. So yeah, so I went on a cruise. I just literally got back um, from my cruise today, and it was very fun. Like I really had a good time. I definitely took heed to a lot of advice that was given before I even went on the cruise. And my friend and I, it was both of our first time getting on a cruise actually, so that was wonderful that we both experienced that together. And I also did we both did a lot of research like on the islands that we went to. So I went on Carnival Glory. It's not a big ship. It's not that big of a ship. So if you go on Glory, don't think that you're getting on a big ship because they're not. It's still a good size, but it's not big. Like it's not a big ship. And we went to Nassau, Bahamas and Celebration Key. Those were the two ports we stopped at. And it was really fun. To me, it was fun. Reading online and stuff and going on Reddit, definitely say go on Reddit to get like actual people opinions on how they felt about the cruise. There's a subreddit for Carnival Cruise. There's a subreddit for just cruise. There's a subreddit for anything you can think of. I highly recommend Reddit. I love Reddit. So go on Reddit to find like actual opinions and to get actual advice. Bad, good advice, it don't matter. All the opinions are on there. You can vet out which ones you don't think you don't agree with. You can choose which one you do, drop it in your notes, and it's there. Like we have the internet in our hands, the palm of our hands. So that's a good thing about being in this generation. But yeah, the cruise is not that big, but it was still confusing for my friend and I to, shout out to Blair, to navigate around there a little bit. I felt like near the end of the cruise, that's when we started getting a little better at navigating around the cruise, but it was still confusing at first. So I would say definitely once you get on that ship to make sure you explore the ship so you at least know somewhat where you're going. We found areas that we didn't even know even existed. So yeah, make sure you do that. Make sure that you pack enough. We went on a 5-day cruise, so it just depends on the amount of days that you are expecting to be going on a cruise. Make sure you pack. I would say for me, I had 5 days. It was 5 days, so I would pack for 6 or 7 days because you never know what might happen. But I had extra outfits in there, so my luggage was it wasn't packed with stuff in it, but it was full. Because yeah, I wanted to make sure I had enough clothes and enough outfits to at least wear out and stuff. But my shoes, I would say only bring one pair of shoes. Or if you want to bring two, it's at your own discretion. But I bought only one pair of sneakers that I had that went with all my outfits. It don't matter. Like one pair of shoes. You do not need too many shoes. Your other should be either slides or sandals. So I bought 3 things. I bought 3 pairs of shoes. I bought my Jordans. I bought my sandals that I use for the bathroom. Really, I use the sandals for the bathroom because I didn't want my feet on the floor. And then I also bought my slides that I wore out and about if I wasn't wearing my Jordans. So you don't need all them shoes. The clothes could be debatable. Make sure you pack your underwear, your bras, your t-shirt, whatever. Your undergarments. Make sure you pack that. And then it depends on if you sleep in the bed naked or not. That's at your own discretion. You don't need too many outfits for that either, or too many clothes for that either. So make sure that you pack your essentials like a handheld fan. I definitely recommend you having a handheld fan. I actually, my coworker, shout out to Portia, put me onto this Play High on Amazon. It's great. It works really good. Hold on, did it just skip? Did I just do that? I think I hit the button a little too hard because it definitely skipped to 1 to 5. But yeah, this is a great fan. It got the job done. everybody around that cruise, you see me, you're gonna see me with the fan because I get hot really quick and I can't deal with the heat and me sweating. So yeah, make sure you have a handheld fan. My friend Blair, she had a Jitsu Life fan. That one is on Amazon as well. That one is better than this one, but I still love this one. But that one is really good. Like the settings go up to the speed go up to 100. Like it's really good. And she says a little pricier. I think it's like probably $60 or $70 something. Don't quote me on that, but go on Amazon and look. I think this one was like 29, 30 around that. But both of the fans were really good. So make sure you have your fan. Make sure you have a hat if you are into wearing hats. I don't wear hats like that, so I didn't really need a hat. But the sun will be beaming on you. It depends on where you're going. I mean, obviously you're gonna go to an island if you're on a cruise, so you're gonna be out there on the beach. You're gonna be out there walking. Make sure you have a hat. Make sure you have your passport or birth certificate. I would suggest having a passport. Please, people, especially black people, you know, we like to be thinking that we don't need certain things. Make sure you have your passport. Make sure you get a passport. Please get a passport. You will need it. It is just good to have a passport in general. Please get a passport. Get a passport. I would also say that too because I'm kind of jumping around everywhere, but coming off the ship, when we departed from the ship for Carnival Glory, they had two lines. They had one for birth certificate and they had one for passport. And whatever you use to check in to get onto the ship is what they're going to use to scan your face. They take a picture of your face. I really wish I had a smile because I was just standing there like, because I was kind of irritated with the check-in process a little bit, just a little bit, because it wasn't bad. It was just like, she kind of split me off from my friend, and I was just like, you could have just had me go with her. But I was with my girl Shonda, so shout out to Shonda. But yeah, make sure that you have that. Make sure you always have that on you when you're walking around these islands and stuff, because they do scan and check your card to make sure it's you. And just in case if you ever get stopped or something happens, you know, they can identify you. You're going to definitely need to carry that. Make sure that when you are walking around these islands as well, that you have some good walking shoes. My friend and I, we kind of went into the local part of Nassau, Bahamas. So we definitely did about 25 minute walk. And it was fine for us. But, you know, some walking shoes will be good. Don't be trying to look all... You can still look cute without having to wear heels or some platform stuff. Make sure you wear some tennis shoes or some very comfortable slides or sandals. Please, I'm telling you, please do it. But I'm gonna go day by day because I'm jumping around everywhere. So those are like some of the essentials. Definitely have your sunscreen. Make sure you get your sunscreen because you're gonna be in that sun depending on when you go. But if you're going to islands, sun probably gonna be most likely be out. That's why you're going on a cruise. Make sure you put your sunscreen on your face, your whole body, everywhere. Make sure you put your sunscreen on. That's important. That's vital. Make sure you have your portable charger. You know, obviously your phone. Make sure that you know, if you want to bring some snacks, you can and stuff. Some people brought their soda cans and stuff. I know the Carnival allows that on the ship. It's like this. You have to have like a pack of cans, the 12 pack or 6 pack, whatever. So if you want that little snacky snack, but they do have like restaurants, and then a lot of the locals try to sell you stuff too. So, but for day one, when we checked in on the ship, whatever port you go to the port, you check in. They have a line. They have a dog that sniffs for drugs, and that includes weed. So make sure you don't risk yourself from getting kicked off the ship or not being able to get on because you want to have weed. You cannot have weed on the ship. You can bring a bottle of wine that is closed, and it has to be a certain ounce. I forgot that ounce, or I don't think it matters that. I'm not gonna say that. Check to see what ounce is good for Carnival or any cruise ship that you go on that you can bring your bag. I know for Carnival they allow you to bring a wine bottle, but it has to be in your luggage. It cannot be in your carry-on. They do check for drugs. Like I said, they have a dog literally walking around checking to sniff your freaking bag, and they'll have you sit it down. So make sure. And then they still have a dog walking around your rooms on the ship to sniff for drugs. So don't think you're going to get past them, because you're not. Some people I don't know what happened to people, but some people did get caught. But you do that, and then once you check in, like I said, they either ask you to have a passport or a birth certificate to verify yourself. And then you show them that. It has to, if you have the birth certificate, it has to have the seal or whatever the seal on it to authenticate it, to make sure it's real. And then once that happens, after you get through the check-in part of that, you will need to make sure you keep your stuff on you, because they will use that to check, verify you when you depart from the ship and go back on the mainland. After you do that, they'll check your bags, just go through a scanner, security, like the TSA at the airport. And then you wait in the lobby, and then they will give you your boarding pass and all that. So you got to print out your boarding pass that you get after you sign up for the cruise, all that. You got to print all that out, put it on your luggage if you have luggage that you need to put on the ship. Looks like this. And my friend came through giving me certain essentials for that type of stuff. I really love her. She really came through with that. And then they give you a card. So this is my card for Carnival. Now, coming to find out, there's a difference. So it was our first time, so our cards are blue. If it's your second time, it's red. I think third time is like gold or platinum. But they have different colored cards based on how many times you've been on a cruise ship, at least with Carnival. So make sure you always have your card on you, because this is always how they identify you. They scan this when you go on and off the cruise. They scan it for everything. So make sure they scan it for your drink package, your cheers package. You always got your card to get that. They scan it for events. Like, make sure that you have your card on you at all times. You can they give you like a lanyard to put your card in. Make sure you have that card on you at all times. And then once we waited in the lobby, they called you by your boarding pass. So they called you, I know we were G, so I think it goes to A through F or H. Yeah, A through F or H. So they'll call you based on that, to board the ship. Once you board on the ship, then you gotta wait for your luggage to be put to your room. So it's best to just like hang out in the lobby, take the time, I guess, to explore the ship. If you want to get some drinks, start having fun. They're gonna bring your luggage. For me, it took about 30 minutes to an hour for me to get my luggage. My friend, it was different. I think it took a little bit longer for her to get hers, but she still got it. So yeah, they're gonna be getting all that together to get it to your rooms and all that. They do have elevators, they have stairs, but the elevators, I will say, people, of course, use the elevators a lot. There's like 10 floors of, I think it's 9 floors of rooms. So I think either 9 or 8 floors of rooms, starting from the bottom of the ship. Well, the bottom really 0, but starting from 1, I think, yeah, starting from 1 is rooms, going all the way up to 8 or 9. So people use the elevator, so you might have to wait a little bit, or you might be crammed in there. If you're claustrophobic, you might want to take the stairs. If you don't mind walking, I don't mind taking steps. I love getting exercise in. I took a week off, well, just about a week off of exercising, so I didn't mind taking the stairs. My room was on the 6th floor. I enjoyed the 6th floor. I probably would get a 6th floor room again. I would not probably get the bottom 1 or 2, because you could see the water actually going by like right there, and you can get motion sickness. And that's another thing. If you get motion sickness, make sure that you take a pill for that the day before you get on the cruise, so it can already be activated in you. Don't take it the day of. I'm telling you, do not take it the day of. But yes, they wait for your luggage. Then once you get your luggage, then that's when really you get in your room, you get accumulated with everything, take a shower, and then you start having fun. They have events. Carnival has a hub app where it gives you a list of events. It gives you your balance. They do a hold. They ask for a card to put a hold on it. They will ask you again to put another card on hold when you get there. So just be aware of that. They do take some tips off, like about $68 to $72 for tips for people. They put that hold on your card or on your account summary. So I know for me, I was told on Thursday, if you want that taken off, and because you've been tipping the people yourself, you go to the guest services to have them remove that. They have mine removed. I have my receipt to show that, and I actually need to, matter of fact, take a picture of that. But they removed it when I asked them on Thursday to take that off my thing, because I've been tipping my people. yes, that will happen when you first get on the ship as well. I mean, yes, have fun, but you should probably go ahead and do your, what is that thing called, a moose or something, some training thing. You have to use your card to scan to show that you did it, and then you would do it again the second time. No, you do it the first time with your boarding pass, then you do it the second time with your card. You get your card when you get on the ship. Their attendant will leave it in your room once they deliver your luggage or whatever. So you need to go back down there and do it the second time with your card, whatever letter you're assigned to. I think it tells you on your thing, the muster station, that's what it's called. And then use your folio number to, if you get like the Wi-Fi, to put it in to verify your Wi-Fi. You can only use one device on that Wi-Fi, so be aware of that. I don't know if they have a plan where you can use multiple devices. I'm sure they do, but you can only use one device for the value plan I know I had for the Wi-Fi. And then that's your portfolio to put that in. And then they give you like a assigned table for dinner and all that. And then they give you like the platinum dining room or the gold dining room. That was at least mine for the Carnival Glory ship. But make sure you do your muster station things right when you get on ship, since you're waiting, so you can get that knocked out. Because I think it's a penalty if you don't do it. They would charge you for that. And then, like I said, enjoy it. Follow the itinerary on your Carnival Hub app. It will tell you literally everything, what to do, what's going on, give you the schedule. And they have plenty to do, and there's plenty of food on there, so you don't gotta worry about that. There's plenty of drinks, like I said. I do know that they do, I've heard through the grapevine that they don't be adding too much liquor to your thing. So if I were you, if you know your go-to drink or whatever, mine is, I love Long Island's Blue Motorcycles, liquid marijuanas. They don't unfortunately make liquid marijuanas on there, but it doesn't have marijuana in it, so don't think that's just the name of the drink. But Long Island's, of course, they do Blue Motorcycles. If you get those, I'll say 2 or 3 of those will get you right, and you really don't need to drink for the rest of the day. Honestly, if you really, you come and think about it, you really don't need a cheers package if you just get that. But if you want a cheers package, you want shots and stuff, I still think it's beneficial. I'm gonna take that back. Cheers package is still beneficial because I still was able to get my Red Bull. You can get any like water stuff. I don't think you can get Gatorade though. But yeah, I still think the cheers package is beneficial. You can get different juices. You can get I know for sure the Red Bull comes with it. It tells you anything what it comes with. So it was beneficial for that. And if I wanted a shot in between, I can get a shot, obviously. I think it's an upcharge for certain bottles, of course, but I still think the cheers package is worth it. And I like the value package because I wanted the value plan for the Wi-Fi because I need to be still seeing my stuff. I don't care. I want to still see what's going on in the world and check my app. So when I have some downtime. But when you're walking around, you're not going to want to have your phone out because it's going to be hot out there and your phone going to burn out. So, yeah. So day 2, day 1, after day 1 ended, like you went to the club and stuff. Well, I didn't go to the club, but a lot of people went to the club that first night, and it was fun for them and stuff. It was R&B night that first night. Day 2 came around. I think, day 2, that's just really exploring the ship even more, for real, finding events to do on the ship and all that. So you enjoy yourself doing that. Then you can still like go to the 10th floor on Carnival Glory, enjoy the outside stuff, get food, whatever. The pool, jacuzzi, there's on the 11th floor, there's a adult only section, so if you want to do that. The gym, I think, was like on the 8th or 9th, I think it was a 9th floor. They also have like some rooms, like a game room for teenagers. They have a little room, a mini observatory room or whatever for little kids. That stays open late, so they have plenty to do on that shit. I would say that. I didn't see no mall in Carnival Glory. I don't think there was a mall in Carnival Glory. I don't think, because it's an older ship. It was made back in 2003, and it's not that big. So I think more like, I don't know, Conquest has the mall, but Carnival Glory doesn't have that on there. But it does have plenty of shops on there. So day 3, we went to the Bahamas. That's when we went to the Bahamas, Nassau. Got there like, I want to say 6 or 7 in the morning. Then we had to be back on a boat by 3:30, but I would say get back on the boat an hour before, so 2:30, so you don't get left. Literally seen a couple have to run back to their ship. It wasn't our ship, but it was it was Carnival Conquest. They ran back to their ship because I think they was about to be left. So I really hope they made it. But going on the islands, I would say try to get away from the little area, that whole area when you get off, because there are going to be a lot of people, Bahamians, trying to sell something to you, get you to do jet ski, taxi, ATV, get you to buy stuff. It's a lot. So you just got to say no, keep it pushing. They're going to keep asking, even when you go into the local area, they're going to still keep asking you jet ski, taxi, ATV, whatever. So, and then they ask you to buy stuff from the shop. I would say at least wait until you get to the local part of the place to get something like souvenirs or whatever, like shot glasses, bracelets, magnets, any souvenir item you can think of. Wait until you get away from the port, because they charge a little bit more, obviously, because that's the touristy area. There'll be a lot of locals, especially around Junkanoo Beach. It's a lot. And then there was this restaurant that Blair and I went to that was so good. It's authentic. We had conch. It was so good. Conch fritter. It was so good. And she had a conch salad. It was good for her too. Good portion sizes, but it was too much, so she couldn't finish it all. So they gave really good portion sizes. It's called something good, SUMTIN, something good 242. Great place. Friendly people, great place. My friend took a video of the guy actually making the conch salad fresh right off the bat. So check that place out. And across the street is a bathroom, very clean, very nice people greet you. They'll tell you to come in, and they keep it clean for the most part that I've seen. So yeah, and then we went to Junkanoo Beach. That was not too far away from it. The area we wanted to get the food was called Twin Brothers area. I think it was on Awack Drive, AWACK Drive, AWACKCAY Drive. And then just also be aware, like I said, the walking. So make sure you're not trying to be cute, trying to wear platforms and heels and stuff. Make sure you wear some comfortable shoes to walk, or slides, sandals, whatever that has some good cushion in it, because you will be walking. Then we hung out on the beach. We had like an hour and 30 minutes left, so we took the rest of the time just chill on the beach. You know, it was very cool, very easy going. Water was nice. The water was oh so blue. Word to Beyonce or the Carters, because the summer song, it was beautiful, and the water felt nice, amazing. Then we had to walk all the way back to our boat, obviously. Before, we started walking back around 2 o'clock. Got there around 2:30ish. Like I said, you had to walk. We stopped at some stores too, so yeah, we stopped at some stores. I got a Bahari shirt. I was told that when you go to Bahamas, always get a Bahari shirt. So got a Bahari shirt. My friend got some stuff. So yeah, it was cool. It was really cool. That was day 3. Day 4, then we went to Celebration Key. Back to day 3. After that, we was kind of like tired for the day, so we kind of like took our nap, ate dinner, and then it was pretty chill for the rest of the day. Day 2, we went to the club that night. It was chill. The music was okay, but the first night apparently was really good because it was R&B night. It's our preference on your music. Then day 4 came, and then we went to Celebration Key. So that's a lot. That's it. Also on the island you go to. I think it's like a different part of Bahamas. I think something like that. Don't quote me on that, but they have beaches. They have beaches there. The beach was nice. It was really nice to me. Very windy. But the beach was beautiful. I personally didn't pay for excursions at all. I thought that was I just didn't do it. If anything, if I was gonna do an excursion, I would have done jet ski. But I wasn't too pressed on that because I don't know. it's not a way to live life to think everything's a danger, but jet ski could seriously hurt somebody in ATVing. And I did jet ski before. I just didn't care to do it on this trip. I'll do it again. I'll probably do it another time. But I mainly wanted to chill on the beach, eat food. I didn't care about spending my money splurging on food. I didn't care about that at all. And then getting some souvenirs for some friends and family members. But definitely make sure that you have your towel. If you want to bring your own beach towel, bring your own beach towel. Carnival provides towels for you to have on the beach. There's plenty of room on Celebration Key to have a seat, and some of them have umbrellas on it. You might not get on it. It depends on what time you go out in the day. A lot of people will be out there. But the beach was nice. Excuse me. On one side, I guess that's the other side further down. I guess that's just like the freaking private beach area. I didn't get that point, like splitting it off. I thought the private beach was like on some other side of the island, but it was right there. I was like, okay. But yeah, they have that there. It was a point I wanted to make too. Oh, at Junkanoo Beach on the Nassau, Bahamas on day 3 when we went there, they had chairs, but the guys were trying to like, I don't know how true that was, but they were telling us that we buy a drink, then we can get a chair. But I'm like, that doesn't sound right. Because some people just got a chair and stuff that was out there. So just be aware that you might have to lay out your towel and lay on your towel while you're out there, which was pretty fine with me. I was cool with that. But definitely at Celebration Key, they have plenty of chairs out there. So you shouldn't have to worry about that there. And when you get in the water at Celebration Key, the first place is a little rocky right there. So you're going to be stepping on rocks probably and stuff. And it's probably going to, I wouldn't say hurt your feet, but just don't be running into the water at Celebration Key, because it was rocks right there. And even like when you gotta go further out, it's a little still rocky right there. So just be aware of that. So once that was over, my friend, she went with her mom and they explored. They went to restaurants because she has a friend that told her about certain areas to go. I think she was actually from that island. She's from that island, so she told her to try snapper, definitely conch, but definitely the snapper there. So I heard it's really good. So if you go there, definitely try the snapper there. I'd have to try it next time I go over there. I wasn't able to get a chance to do it. I was on the beach most of the time. I didn't get off the boat till like 10 something, and I went to the beach and chilled there until like 2:30ish or 2:45ish. And I was right there by the boat, so I didn't have that far to walk. So yeah, I did that. The rest of the day, just chill, went to a comedy show. Yeah, you just do something to ship the rest of the day, while they sell off or whatever. Then the last day, is when you depart. They want everybody, they literally kick people out their rooms, like after, I want to say 8:30. They were like, it's time to get out your room. So make sure you up like 6 or 7 and getting your stuff together. Make sure if you want to make sure that your stuff is packed the day before, make sure you do that. But they definitely will tell you that you have to be out the room by 8:30 the day of your departure. And another thing I want to mention about that, I did not like the departure day a little bit. I was kind of irritated me a little bit or thrown off by it because they shut all the stairs down, like most of the stairs. Like you only have one side that's open, so just imagine all those people. I guess you need to choose an earlier time, but I don't care about that. Because some people saying that in the group chat, on the Facebook group chat, like, oh, you should choose an earlier time. I don't care. It doesn't really matter. Like, that's still a lot of, if you know that there's a bunch of people coming down, you should probably not just block off one section of the stairwell. They even blocked off the middle. Like, I just thought that was so, it was great. Like, they had like one formation line. So just imagine all those people and then kids, and like, it was just too much. But you just check your chill pill, just chill and just go along with the flow. You end up getting off. I think you get off on floor 3, in the same place where you entered the ship on. They're going to have guide you through that to get off the ship. Then they're going to have you, again, still scan this stuff. And like I said, when you go on and off the ship for the ports, they will scan this. So make sure you always have this out or by you, so you don't have to dig in your bag to get that. Make sure you have a water bottle too. That's what I meant to mention. Make sure you have a water bottle, refillable water bottle things. You can refill it at when you go, before you get off the boat to go on the port, go explore the island, whatever. You can fill it up. They have water filling stations out there on the islands. Make sure you have that. Stay hydrated. But yeah, like I said, when they took us off on departure day, you know, they have a line. Like I said, birth certificate line, passport line. They even have an option on your thing. They send it, I think, about 2 days before, to have you an option to have the attendants take your luggage. So you better hop on that, because if you don't, it will be taken up, and then you have to definitely carry your own luggage. So definitely just be aware of that. And then yeah, you just leave after that. Once you get out, you're good to go. You go back to your normal everyday life. But I enjoyed the cruise. Would I get on Carnival Glory again? I don't know. I think I would probably, but I would definitely want to get on a bigger ship probably. So I don't know. If that's probably like the only option, maybe yeah, I would. But I didn't have any issues with Glory. It just wasn't as big as I expected it to be. So I would probably definitely try another ship, and I probably would try like a different one, like a different brand, I guess you could say, like Royal Caribbean or Virgin Voyage, which is adult only. I think Carnival is getting a new ship build, so be on the lookout for that. And I think Carnival's also having, I think the new ship is going to have adult only, so I don't quote me on that, but I know they are having something where it's adult only, so let's be on the lookout for that. There's other ships too. I forgot the other one. I think it starts with the N. But yeah, I do want to try other cruises. I do love the cruise. I love being by the water. So if you love being by the water and stuff, the cruise is for you. Like going to islands, stopping at different ports and stuff, it would be for you. It was really fun to me. And I really enjoyed. I'm just grateful to even be able to go on the trip and even go to an island, because there's not a lot of people who are able to do that. So that was a blessing. That was a blessing to do that. And yeah, it wasn't too crazy, but just make sure you always, if you want to carry a book bag or handheld bag to have your stuff in, make sure you have that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Also, the rooms, they have room service. I didn't use room service, but apparently you can get room service. Some of the her cousins were saying that they didn't get a call or nobody answered when they did the room service, but some did. So I guess it's up in the air. At dinner and breakfast, they do have a set menu. So, and they change it up, but they do have a set menu. So you have to order off the menu, but you can order as much stuff off the menu you want. You do not have to get only one thing. You get, if they have like 3 or 4 entrees, you can get all the entrees if you want to. They have 3, 4, 5, 6 desserts. You can get all the desserts if you want to. If you want all these drinks, if you have the church package, you can get it, but they're going to scan your thing and they're going to count how many. You can only get 15 drinks per day. So keep that in mind, 15 drinks per day. And that includes Red Bull, shots, all that. 15. After that, I think you have to start paying, or they will stop you from drinking, depending on what you're getting. If you're not getting alcoholic beverages, then I don't think they will stop you from that. I guess you just have to pay for that. But if it's alcohol, they can. It's up to their discretion if they want to serve you still or not. And then, yeah, but the menu, yeah, just know that. And then some stuff on the menu, they have premium stuff where you have to pay extra, so they will just charge it to your tab. And then, at the end of the cruise, then you have to just pay that. Same thing with the tips. If you tip, with the card and you're not giving them cash, they will add that to your tab to add to the end of your cruise. So, that's everything I can think of on the top of my head. If you could think of anything else to ask me, you can. I don't mind answering the questions and thing, but that's my experience. I would get on a cruise again. I enjoyed it. Like I said, I want to try different ones, and it was really fun. It was really a great time. It was good meeting new people and everything. So yeah, it was fun. The nightclub on the last day, day 4, something happened, and they ended up shutting the club down. So, people just act right. You know, we all there to have a good time. There's no need to get into it and stuff. But that kind of like killed my mood, because I really wanted to turn up and have fun that last night. But yeah, just have fun, y'all. No bad vibes. Come on, no bad vibes. You meet new people, have fun, and just socialize, and you know, do you. Do you. So yeah, that's just my experience. I just wanted to come on here and tell y'all that. Sorry if I was talking really fast. But yeah, if you have any questions, like I said, just ask in the comments and I can answer it to the best I can. All right, peace.